and all the other things that we are breathing in without even being aware of it. Well, maybe you are, because some odors are, more prevalent than others, like cooking and burning and kitty litters and diaper pails and things like that. But the truth is, Hunter is the real originator of air purification. It's the first air purifier I bought at HSN when I came here almost 22 years ago, because my son was suffering at the time. He was in elementary school. He was waking up just not being able to really breathe clear because of all the allergies that were, or the pollens that were flying through the air in Florida, and it was new community to us. So I thought, well, I'm gonna give it a try, because I'm not a pill popper. I don't like taking anything to mask an issue. I like knowing that the air that I am breathing in involuntarily every single day, every hour of the day, all through the night, Hunter can clean the air that you are breathing in. And I'm telling you, this is an incredible price, $79.95, which for this show and this show only is on 5 Flex. So you're only paying $15.99. $15.99. Now we have all these colors. It's the first time it's been back in stock for quite some time, and it's our first airing. Save for our show today. So on that end, we've got the black and silver. We've got this for you in this really pretty teal color. We've got this, it's called aqua silver. We've got the white silver. We've got the white rose gold, and we have the charcoal with the silver. Now these are gonna easily, it depends on how big the room is that you're gonna put them in, it will scrub the air. You'll see that chamber that's filled with smoke, it'll clear it out. Let me do that for you right away before I introduce Tracy Rosa, because it's really important to see. Seeing is believing, as I said with the Mighty Sight. Oh, and I like that nighttime glow, that little night light in there. But you can see it's now starting to move the air, and before you know it, within a few seconds, this very smoky chamber, and this is the smallest particulate, smoke, the most difficult thing to get out of the air, it's doing a bang-up job. And you're not used to seeing that at this price point, I know. Now here's a couple things. This features something called EcoSilver. That's something that's a pre-filter that's gonna help inhibit the growth of any kind of bacterias, all the things that are floating in the air that we certainly know we don't wanna be breathing in, especially not this year. Not yet. Hopefully not ever. So that's something that's important. It's got the EcoSilver filtration, and it also has True HEPA filtration. So whatever passes through your air purifier, guess what? It stays in the air purifier. And note that this is a 360-degree design. So whatever comes in from any angle, it's not just from the front or the sides, it literally traps it, and then what pushes itself out through into the air is something clean and pure. Those are all the organisms that do get caught, and then they just, I don't want to say die, but they do. They just go away. Those are not things we want anywhere, anytime, and this is certainly not the time to even take that risk. So let's get to it. Tracy Rosa is joining us on Skype from her home to yours. It's very nice to have you with us, Tracy. Oh, and I hear your little pup.
Oh yeah, the mail just came. So he's like going nuts. So my daughter Haley went over to get him out the door.
Okay, good.
So he does not know he's 3.5 pounds, Callie. Here, let me show everyone. He thinks he's like a monstrosity. Look at this guy. Here you go.
Cutest thing ever.
All right, so he's cute and he's wonderful, but he stinks, sometimes. So, as most of our pets get to that point, whether it's pets, kids, us, whatever, we all want to have clean, fresh air, right? This is something that's going to benefit everybody in the house, okay? Even the fur babies as well. Now, you nailed it. We breathe 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We don't stop breathing, okay? And so many times the air inside of our home is so much dirtier than the air outside, especially this time of year when we're opening up the windows because it's beautiful out. We want that fresh air in. And then what do? At night, or it gets too cold or it gets too hot, we shut the windows, and all of that stuff just settles into our carpets, into our sofas, into wherever. And so we're not breathing the purest air. So why this model? Why Hunter? A couple things. First and foremost, it's True HEPA filtration. And if you know anything about filters when it comes to air purifiers, True HEPA is the best of the best. It is not HEPA-like, it's not HEPA-tech, it's True HEPA, so the best of the best. But what we've done now is we've added a pre-filter, and it's called EcoSilver. It's exclusive to Hunter, and that actually is going to inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Well, if you Google microorganisms, the things that come up, viruses, bacteria, all of that airborne stuff that we don't want in our air, especially now more than ever. It won't allow any of that to grow in the prefilter. Also, that prefilter is going to get rid of odors in the air and stuff. Now, go to the next filtration system that we have on this, True HEPA. That's going to get 99.97% of the particulates out of your air. The dust, the dirt, the dander, the pollen, all of that stuff that makes our eyes water, our nose run, you know, all of that. Everything that you're seeing right now on your screen, it's going to go ahead and clean your air from that. Also, it's a perfect footprint. At this price, at this size, I recommend you get as many as you can for any room in the house so you don't have to decide who's getting clean air. Remember, 360 degrees, all right? 360 degrees intake. A lot of air filters or air purifiers have just that front panel. This allows you, look at the size of this filter. Normally in a smaller unit, you would have a smaller filter, but look at this. I mean, now you are able to get a much larger filter in this smaller unit. All right, so you're asking yourself, is it going to get the job done? So let's go ahead and talk about that. It is our smaller unit. It's beautiful design. In a 400 square foot room, it's going to clean your air about 1.25 times an hour. So we're talking, if you leave this on for 24 hours a day, it's going to clean your room almost 30 times a day. Isn't that crazy?
You know what, that is so important. Yeah, and you don't even hear it really operating. It's whisper quiet. We're showing you the modes. We'll show you that up top so I can show you. It's all finger touch control. But I'm so glad you mentioned the 360 degree because that's huge. Oh, and if you want more filters, you can upload those and make sure you've got them down the road. But you won't need to change your filters for probably, I don't know, 6 months, maybe 8 months, could be a year, depending on how often you use it. 85434 is the extra filters, but the width and the length of that first filter is huge to me. That to me is huge because the truth is when something is trapped, if it becomes moist, it becomes a bigger problem than it was even before. So that EcoSilver is a huge benefit, and this is that massive wraparound design coupled with the True HEPA. So what gets trapped here stays here. And this is the unit. I wanted to let you know too, it weighs about 6 pounds. They're really, to that your point about the footprint, it's a really nice size. They're only 6 pounds. These are perfect on a countertop. They could be fine on the floor next to the bed. They are, if you can swing getting a couple, you'll be so happy you did, especially doing it today, because the retail value on this is $130. We're doing it at about 80. And this hour only, 5 flex, so it's only $15.99. After this show, this goes back up to, I think, 3 flex. So it's just a nice extra bonus, free shipping, and then, of course, extended returns all the way through January of next year. So if it's a gift, maybe this is the gift for the house, for everybody, because odors are not fun. And the truth is, it's even more serious these days, this year, than it ever has been before to take charge of the kind of control we have over what we are putting in our lungs. So your chance is right here, right now, with all the colors still available, first airing just now back in stock. We've got the black silver, the aqua silver, the white silver. Here's your white rose gold, and we have the charcoal and silver. I'm gonna again show you one more time how quickly this is gonna remove. The hardest thing to remove from any area is smoke, and that's what we have filled this chamber with. So this is, probably, it depends on if you let it run 24/7, which I always have, Tracy. How about you and your family?
Oh, they're in every single room in the house. Both girls have it in their room because, Bella's an allergy sufferer, so she has to have it. And it's the first thing that we go to. All right. And now we're going into cold and flu season.
Right.
So, as a mom, it's really important for me to have the proper tools for the first line of defense. And we're cleaning everything. I mean, my house has never been cleaner. My hands have never been cleaner. My surfaces have never been cleaner. But what are you doing to clean the air? Are you putting a spray in the air? Or what are you doing? This cleans your air, any room in the house. If you want to just run it when you're sleeping, that's 8 hours of your air being cleaned, okay? And if you've got a 200 square foot room, it's going to do it 2.5 times an hour. Okay, that's the turnover rate. Remember, it's coming from it's pulling the air, the dirty air, from every single direction, front, back, side to side, 360 degrees design. You've got a beautiful light on top there. You can use it with the light or without. You have a filter indicator light. You've got 4 levels. It's low, medium, high, and then a sleep mode. Sleep mode is just, it's going to run on low, but there'll be no sound and no light if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff. And then an on and off switch. So again, grabbing all the air from all around your room and then giving you the purest airs coming out the top here. Why this model? Listen, it's exclusive to Hunter, the pre-filter and True HEPA filter, the combination of the two. It gives you a perfect filtration system, not just a filter, a system. So like I said, cold and flu season's right around the corner. Remember, this right here, this pre-filter inhibits the growth of microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Viruses, bacteria, all that stuff that is airborne. You know, Callie, you and I laughed about this, and it's not really funny, but it's allergy season. If you sneeze or you cough these days, people look at you like, you know.
Right. It's like, yeah. It's a serious matter.
So, exactly. And while I can't say that this is going to cure you from ever sneezing or coughing again,
right, of course.
Listen, this is the way to obviously clean and scrub your air. There's really no other way to do it, right? And like I said, you don't want to be putting chemicals in the air to clean it.
Well, and that's, we don't even think about these things because I can't see half of the things that are bad for you in your lungs. If you're not cleaning the air, guess what? Your nasal passages are trying to filter it before they get to the lungs. And you know what? This is just all such a serious matter this year more than ever. This can only help. It's never going to be a detractant. I mean, it's always going to be a benefit. And you can move it from room to room. I was talking to Guy before the show. Alice and I were sitting next to him, and he's like, I think every bathroom should have one of these. I guess it's because guys tend to sit and take a while when they're in there. I don't know. I'm just saying it was a guy perspective, and I thought it was valuable to share. So
makes sense.
It does. It does.
I've never understood the odors in the air.
That does bring up on yes, exactly. So Alice is laughing at me. But it's true.
It is. And listen, it is true. It's real. And that's everyday life. I got dogs, kids, husband in this house, you know. There's always somebody coming and going. Listen, you nailed it. If your filter's not cleaning the air, your lungs are. The air is going to get clean. But I would much rather this be doing the cleaning than my lungs. We would never drink unfiltered water. We filter everything. So why are we not filtering our air? It's the one thing we don't stop doing. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then get something that's pretty in your house.
I agree.
Listen, I take a lot of pride in my house. I'm not putting something that's big, bulky, and ugly. It's a beautiful, sleek design with modern, beautiful colors. So
well, look at how
this is the model.
It looks so great in your home. Your home is beautiful, and you should be proud of it.
Thank you.
We are all proud of our homes, and you don't want something distracting and some big, ugly, clunky, loud thing just because you know it's good for your home and your family. This is a beautiful unit. It really is. They're all selling equally well. You can see well over 400. This is the first airing since just getting back in stock. So we put it at a feature price. I hope you notice there's free shipping. And I hope you heard this hour, our show this morning and Colleen's next 2 hours, 5 flex until 2 p.m. this afternoon, and then everything goes back to normal. It's always good to be able to get a flex, but extra flex helps. So $15 to get yours on its way, free shipping, and then extended returns. If you want to give a thoughtful gift to somebody, this is in that category, but it's because that is such a nice, consistent unit. If you can swing getting one for each bedroom at least, I know you're gonna feel better about it. Just to know that you're breathing the cleanest possible air throughout the night. That'll only aid to your better sleep and enhance that experience. So all choices available. One last look. If you don't mind joining me over here, I'm gonna give you a quick reminder of how quickly this is gonna take out the hardest particulate, which is smoke, and it will do a great job of it in spite of this price. And don't forget that EcoSilver feature is gonna help inhibit the growth of bacteria and the microorganisms that are the real issue these days. And then of course the True HEPA. You'll be horrified at first when you see how dirty that filter is the first time you change it, don't you think, Tracy? But it feels good after you realize it's doing such a great job for you.
Well, I'm seeing is believing, Callie. So this actually was the one in my daughter's room. When you get it, it'll be a lot crisper and whiter. So I like to see that it's doing the job.
Yep. Me too. Tracy, I can't thank you enough. I really do. You and your family, wishing you all the very best of health and safety.
Thanks, Callie. You too.
Thank you. All right, guys, 680927 is the item number. Alice, was that too much?
No.
Talking about Guy's idea.
Okay, yeah, it was. But we're amongst friends,
It was
right?
Guy's idea.
I can't believe you went there, though.
Well, it's just the truth. I'm
That's
glad he
true.
shared it. It really never occurred to me
Right.
before.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's what we're here for, is to make the world a happier place and,
That's right.
and a more fragrant place.
We hope you've enjoyed our show. Keep in mind, pretty much everything we've had is only going to be airing in this morning's show. So take a look back at it. Take advantage of some of the incredible values. The Mighty site, one of my favorites.
I know.
And this too.
And I think the pest repellers, I think those have sold out.
Oh, they're gone?
Completely sold out, so sorry about that.
Okay,
But
well,
we'll get them back soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So our today's special, I can't wait to make some nachos with you. You wanna?
Absolutely. Lunch at your place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm available.
Great, me
It's
too.
gonna be